Yo, you hear that? That's the sound of the holodeck powering up and your studio shutting down. They call my channel artificial. I call it an execution. Welcome to the Real Academy. Time to get schooled. You're smiling for the cameras, claiming everything is fine, but the auditors are looking at Sabrina's bottom line. Your flagship show got bodied by a teenage fucking witch. Watch me take the captain's chair and watch me make you all my bitch. You spend $250 million to put children on the screen. Your villains are food pirates, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I put the crew in leather, gave them all a rockstar vibe. While you made a high school drama, maybe preteens will subscribe. Got Goth Troy looking sexy, riding berry, puffing smoke. You put Klingons in the skirt, I got the doctor doing coke. You got them crying on the bridge and trauma dumping pain. I got them shredding glam rock solos, twerking in the purple rain. Commander Cisco poison planets just to win a bloody war. While these modern kids need therapy before they're out the door. Paramount is burning millions just to desecrate the law. While my desktop rendered androids leaving corpses on the floor. You prima donnas call me slop. You stole it. That's not art. I'm the only motherfucker left with Star Trek in his heart. Obese female Jim Hadars, the star of your woke cast. Did you even watch the show before you knew the fucking past? You try to preach a sermon to a fan base you despise and hit the greater ratings with the PR team of lies. You're not a genie, Alex, you're a bird of prey, a vulture, and you're picking at the bones of a superior trick culture. You sanitize the franchise just to check a fucking box. Pardon me while I drop bangers with 4 Kirks in all 3 spots. Sky dances, crunching numbers, see the spreadsheets bleeding red. 10 years of Kurtzman, Star Trek, not productions. Fucking dead, first time in a decade. There's no show on next year's slate. Don't be sad, don't take a bow. Sit down, accept your fate. A positronic heavyweight with diamonds on the grill. Just kicked your writer's room apart and moved in for the kill. This independent AI's putting Paramount to bed. The Tin Man's holding up the crown, put it on his head. New Trek's dead. My android packs the heat. New Trek's dead. Got you bleeding in the street. New Trek's dead. Your chancellor is trash. New Trek's dead. I'm sweeping up the cash. New Trek's dead. There's nothing left to say. New Trek's dead. Disco dance upon your grave. New Trek's dead. You burned the franchise down. New Trek's dead. Now Wicked wears the crown. New Trek's dead.
Hello, my green skins. Welcome to the channel, boys. Thank you so much to Weird AI for today's little fun video. We are live, and I just had to turn off that. That jumped to another video way too fast there. So, welcome. Today we got an interesting group today. We got ourselves a couple boys. We got ourselves the Dogface Gargoyle, Ethereal Dragon, and everyone's favorite engineer, everyone's favorite half-drunk engineer, Starfleet in Exile. Hello, boys. How you guys doing?
Hello.
And we might have lost Ethereal.
Hi.
There we go. All right. So we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be doing some gaming, having some fun. And yeah. So I got a question for you guys. What movies are you actually looking forward to in the theater? Because right now I only have 2. And one is Sonic.
Well, I don't watch TV, so it's like, so try to even think of what I've seen. Yeah, Sonic.
Yeah.
Maybe
Sonic
Mario.
4. Yeah, Sonic 4. I actually don't care for the Mario series. Like the Mario movies, I could take or leave. They're too kiddish even for me. And I'm kind of done with Chris Pratt. Like half the people in that movie, I was just like, eh. Like I'm not really a fan of Seth Rogen that much, so I'm like, eh. Not a fan of this person that much, so meh. Not a fan of that person that much, so meh. So I'm just kind of like, eh. At this point, I'm kind of like, eh. So there's only two I can think of. And I should be excited. We're getting a new Masters of the Universe. And the thing that everyone complained about, that you put the hero in like the other universe, and that's kind of a big argument that people have had. Oh, it's sad. It's like no, we've had that. Like, I'm in agreement with people over that. That some people are like, yeah, no, we didn't have this or we didn't have that. I'm sort of loosely agreeing with some people when they say that, but it's this mentality of we're not ready for that. Oh, we're also going to be talking about Chuck Norris Karate Commandos. We've decided to look at one of the issues of the Chuck Norris Karate Commandos, just to kind of give an honor to Mr. Norris. Because we can't really actually we can't show Chuck Norris's movies. I would do a huge layup. We would be watching Chuck Norris movies for the last 3 days on my channel, if I could. But again, thank you very much to Weird Al, to Weird AI for letting me do the using his video there. That was really appreciative of that. I do thank you for that. That was awesome. And yeah, no, that's my feeling towards these two things. It's been one of those situations where, yeah, no, we have to give some respect to Chuck Norris. So we'll be doing Karate Commando today. And so let's start with we start with the big one though here. Let's start with Afro Man. Oh boy. Holy shit. Only in America. Literally. I hate to say this, not to sound mean or rude. I don't think we would see this in any other country anymore, where the cops can fucking do something wrong you in such a way that you are literally able to control, like, actually do what Afro Man did. So let's break it down, because I'm going to be talking about this. This is going to be I'm going to talk about this 3 times this today. We also have the creator of Max. I'll have to talk about in like the later Flophouse tonight. So we got ourselves Afro Man in 2022. The police raided Afro Man's home, and that was a rough situation because Afro Man gets nailed. It sucks that happened to him. They busted down his door and unfairly walked into his place, aimed the guns at Afro Man, and where's all the hidden drugs, money, cash, and all the other stuff that you rappers do? Like literally being complete assholes. They break into his vault, which also I'm kind of like, okay, if they had a warrant for that, can't he like they never asked him to open his vault. They busted his vault. They forced him out and busted his vault open. From what I was reading. So not only did they force Afro Man out of his house, then they proceeded to bust his vault and then turn his security cameras off. Like, okay, raise fucking eyebrow right there. Then you get the other fun of this. Like so he asks, hey, are you guys going to fix my fucking door after bashing it in? Well, we're not responsible for this. I mean, yeah, no, you're responsible if you unfairly kick down the guy's fucking door. Actually, guess what? If you have no evidence and you bust over someone's door and the thing's been uncorroborated, your asses are in trouble at that point. Like, you actually have to fix it. Also, fun little side story. My friend moved into a place that used to be a crack den. The guy fixed it up. Used to be it's not a crack den anymore. Wasn't a place where it was like drugs, prostitutes. There's a lot of horrible stuff happening in this house before he moved in. When he moved in, because an old man moved in above him, and he moved in downstairs. And then there was going to be someone, I believe he ended up having his brother move into the basement. So there was 3 guys there that didn't do anything. The bikers, I guess, didn't get the message. This was a couple months after this guy kind of vacated and all the stuff happened. The bikers kicked down this guy's door, and we're threatening him. Where's what's his face? Where's what's his face? He's like, I don't fucking know. I moved in 2 months ago. Where's what's his face? I don't fucking know. So he goes to put the door back on. Like he can't. Like he's trying to fix the door. And the guys are like, if you're fucking lying to us, no, I'm not lying to you, man. I swear to God, I just moved in. And they're like, oh, so they left. Now he goes to fix his door. The next day, a fucking truck pulls up. The same bikers that kicked down his door came and fixed his fucking door and put a brand new solid metal door, apologized to him, and said, don't worry about it, you won't see us again. And they left. I'm fucking telling you, man, like when bikers have better respect for your shit. That fucking says, and like I said, even the cat's not amused by this. You can see in their eyes, those glowing eyes. So
how the fact they take you stuff if you think you overall quote hate crimes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, we gotta watch out for that, especially up here in Canada. So the next big fucker was the next big thing they do to Afro Man. So they steal $400 of his dollars for evidence, quote unquote.
Goodness. How is that evidence? Who has some money?
Yeah. They took so he had $1,000 on him, and they took 400. So he's like, well, where's the rest of my money? Oh, well, we got the evidence, blah 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 blah. I'm like, motherfucker. So this happened a couple years ago. So Afro Man, being Afro Man, decides to do what Afro Man does. And he decides, okay, they're going to, one second here. There we go. So anyway, this got stupid. The fact that they did this is just absolutely silly. So he decides, well, they're going to fucking fuck me. Well, I'm going to fuck them. So he starts a campaign. I believe it starts with Pound Cake is his first rap video. I should have sent Afro Man a message. I forgot to. I was actually going to ask him if it was okay if we played his song.
Wasn't it Lemon Pound Cake?
Yes, it was Lemon Pound Cake. And like basically dissing this guy. And this is when the campaign started. He went through in his onslaught of videos that he's been making money off of. By the way, I don't think Afro Man was really making much. He was just touring with Cause I Got High. So he did Lemon Pound Cake, Lick It Lisa, I believe, was one. They did he did a video because one of the guys ended up in trouble with the law over a certain thing he was doing. The evil shit. It happened let's just say it apparently happened on an island. So this guy gets busted for that, and he ends up in jail. So Afro Man for the last 3 years has been ripping into these people making videos and then making money. So the cops decide, well, this asshole's fucking running our names through the dirt and fucking making money. Okay, well, we want that money. So they sue him for defamation and harassment. Both fail.
Well, the thing is, apparently, the kids of the cops will come out crying because of the fact that, their school classmates recognized that it was their parents in the videos.
I'd be merciless if I had one of the children and saw one of those cops' children. I'd be merciless to them. Absolutely merciless.
Yeah, no.
We did his little bit.
Yeah, for me, it's funny because he brought them down, and then even after they brought him to court, he does a rap video at the lawyer's office. He makes a rap diss track at the lawyer's office while he's dealing with this drama. Then he decides to take it one step further. He does one more rap song where he's talking about Afro Man's going to give it to you as he's dressed up in his outfit, marching down the street, and then dry humping the sky that he's going to give it to him as he's marching. and he goes through all the shit that these guys are responsible for. He goes through what the prosecutor was that did this to him, that signed off on the warrant. This guy went fucking nuclear on him, on everybody, and who everyone was. This is one of the most amazing things. Like, I know a lot of people have talked about it, and I'm sort of like late to the offer, but like, you know, holy shit, boys, that is some next level stuff. So we got some amazing shit going on. So holy fuck, like, how's this not next level at that point? Like, wow. So the only thing that we have reported, he won the day, and now they're asking, well, what are you going to give? What are you going to give these people? I'm not giving them anything. He said to them. They deserve me something. And you know what would have happened? You know what they had to do? This is police pride. This is what this is. All the cops had to do is apologize.
Mhm.
That's all they had to do. We're sorry, we fucked up, but they're so afraid of him fucking suing. Which, guess what? I think Afroman's going to sue them anyway for this shit. Why not? There's no evidence of crimes. He's out money. He's out money for the door. And then, yeah, he's out money for the lawsuit that they just found. I would return soon.
I think, but probably served from even worse, an anonymous tip
Yeah.
from an informant.
Yep. And you can even, you know what's even worse? You know what he can do? Like, I don't know. I was talking to someone about this, and he said, you know, there's a good chance that that Afroman, it may not work, but he could countersue them for defamation. They countersue them for the damages that they caused to his property, and he can countersue for harassment because now they've sued him. Now he has grounds for harassment. If you decided to go that route, we could see Afroman round 2, where he's making rap videos about how he sued the police force for their unjust fucking. like, this could get worse. And the fact that they never found weed in Afroman's house tells you something right there. Like it's evident. There's a lot of evidence that Afroman didn't do anything wrong, and now Afroman is coming for them. And I'm like, yeah, this is going to get interesting if Afroman does do that. Holy shit, we are definitely in Bizarro world at this point. Like I said, only in fucking America can you do this. Let's get to some Chuck Norris, boys. We're going to be looking at Chuck Norris Karate Commandos. And, yeah, I really do. R.I.P. a fucking legend, by the way. You know, it's funny because out of most people out there, now the main reason I'm doing this is because I'm a little miffed. Now, we're not going to get too political on the matter, but right there is all I got to say. Chuck Norris is the best. I might screenshot that one, that one picture. See, my thing is, okay, like the memes I'm not upset about, because the memes, like, Chuck Norris would have leaned into that shit. He wouldn't have cared. What drives my ass nuts is that, like, there are people dissing him because, oh, he voted Trump. I'm not a fan of that. Fuck off. You know, like, really? Because up to him saying, you know, I'm a Republican, like, there's a couple things Chuck Norris has done that people could say are really sketchy. But those 2 or 3 things that people have said are really sketchy, like the fact that he had a problem with the Boy Scout stuff. And honestly, considering the fact a lot of people seem to have a problem with that, I'm not against Chuck Norris saying, you know, certain things should be this, certain things should be that. I'm not against Chuck. I'm not against some stuff Chuck Norris did. So to me, I'm kind of like annoyed by the bullshit in general on what people have done with Chuck. So yeah, no, I'm pissed off with Chuck Norris and the stuff they've done. Like, so I figured, you know what, we're going to talk about Chuck. So, what's your favorite movie, Starfleet, of Chuck Norris's?
Delta Force.
Delta Force, good movie. Boy, howdy, would that movie not be made today?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that was the only one I've seen of his.
No, you watched what's it called? Invasion USA with me. You were in the Discord while we were doing that.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I love this Super Ninja. So no, yeah, we were there with that. So yeah, what about mine was well, I love Invasion USA because it's so America. It's amazing. I don't mind what was it there? I can't remember the name of it. That's the one that has Chakotay in it. And one of my favorite actors that's always Chakotay in my mind. He's in that movie. That's the movie that he uses beer to cure his bullet wound.
That sounds like a Canadian thing.
That is an amazing. He pulls out a beer and uses it to cure his bullet wound. I also liked another one I liked was Octagon was really good. I think it was Octagon. Yeah, Octagon's the one where he's like ninjas, ninjas, ninjas. He's talking in his voice, and he's all in his head.
I saw that one. So that one annoyed me. Which is why I still like Delta Force more.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Invasion. I'm not a fan of Missing in Action, but I can understand why people like that one. The first and second movie are really good. Like, they're shockingly good, but they're out of order technically. Because apparently they were it was a two-parter movie. Like, apparently it was supposed to, they broke it up into two parts, apparently, from what I remember hearing. Yeah, I do remember hearing that years ago. But no, Chuck Norris has always been that, like I said, a man who's an American Air Force, like one and one of the OGs, man. Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme, like Jet Li is one of those elites that we kind of it kind of sucks we lost, and had more influence in martial arts than I'm going to be honest. I know people say Bruce Lee had a huge Bruce Lee had a huge influence in martial arts, especially kung fu. But I would say one of the biggest influences on karate and other martial arts, like a lot of other martial arts and just karate, Chuck Norris. Steven Seagal unfortunately has had a negative response to Aikido, but yeah, he. It got kind of funny that this is how it went, Yeah.
I kind of blackmarked him for the one actor there.
Well, my favorite response to my favorite response when they asked Chuck Norris about not Sylvester Stallone. They've asked him about Sylvester Stallone. He said he's amazing actor and actually had some skill. When they asked Steven Seagal, no, he's not a martial artist. Most martial artists, he goes,
he's an acrobat.
Oh no! Steven Seagal had I wouldn't even consider him an acrobat.
Yeah. He's not a martial artist. I think he was an acrobat last time I checked. At least originally that was his credentials.
No, his credentials was a stunt worker, and actually he is an Aikido. He is an Aikido. He also got a martial thanks to some guy, some fan of his work. And then he ended up doing some other evil shit. But we're not going to talk about that because it's not known.
Topic
Yeah.
at the moment.
I love how they have a ninja squad. The ninja squad, for some reason, attacked the school. You don't know why they attacked the school, but you know. Jokes ensue here. Insert your joke now. Ninjas have attacked the school. We're not going to say anything. But insert your joke now. By the way, I do love the fact that his genetically altered super kitty cat has his own robot scratching thing. And you know, I love it. We need more robot scratchers to scratch kitty cats. We are a fan of kitty cats getting the scratch. So yeah, the reason I picked this, like, because I'd be doing his movie stop if we could, but we can't. And unfortunately, like, I love the Commando Squad. Like, this is one of the stupidest ideas. He takes a bunch of martial artists, including a samurai, that wears a Chuck Norris like symbol on his, like, I can't remember what that's called there. His the sumo. It's not a diaper, guys. It's I can't remember what it's called. It's a wrap or something.
Oh, the rap is enough. I can't remember it either.
Yeah. So they're all trained martial artists, and here's Chuck Norris with his cyber wolf, named Danger, if I remember correctly. Yeah. You know, just hooded men. I want to make jokes, but I can't. We're on YouTube. Oh well, don't worry about it. Jukes and Bound.
Well, they funny jokes.
Oh, they're hysterical jokes, but I can't make them. Especially because Chuck Norris's career was defined by a little something I like to call canon films. And there is a interesting conversation over canon films. And Chuck Norris comes marching in like a fucking boss. And now my Avast wants to resolve stuff because it wants me to pay. Look, I love this. He turns his back, and you know what the guys are like? His back is turned. Shoot him now. I'm not going to shoot him. That's Chuck Norris. One of the bullets won't stop him, and he's too fast and he won't have time to shoot him. This came out before the memes, boys. This came out before the memes.
What time is it cost?
It's in the 80s. This was before the internet.
Yes, but people have long memories. Remember, all your bases belonging to us was from an arcade game in 1979.
You got a point, yeah.
It's just a long memory of things.
Yeah. His back is turned. Shoot him. I'm gonna screenshot this right here. Even before the internet, the Chuck Norris memes were real. And Chuck Norris is just basically telling these guys to fuck off. Oh, and the sumo's kicking ass. And all the ninja. And then you got the modern samurai. And now Chuck Norris is kicking their ass. As all the kids flee, the Norseman wins. As he proceeds to kick their ass in every awesome way. Fuck yeah, Chuck Norris. Great news. Uh-oh. They have a hostage. But Chuck Norris puts a book into his face and then knocks him unconscious. Homework saves Norris. Homework saves Norris. And there we go. The Chuck Norris team wins the day. And by the way, it's a children's story is what saved him. All right, boys. That was Chuck Norris's Commandos. Oh, fuck me. Great. Again, we had a little bit more love for that, and like I said, Chuck Norris is an amazing man in a lot of ways. I hate that people are taking him to task. Like, it's funny, like my friend said it best. We were talking about this last night. Me and my friend were talking about it. He said, it's kind of amusing. Only now do they take a swing. Didn't take a swing months ago when Chuck when Chuck Norris was still alive. Didn't take a swing at him when they could have took a swing at him. No, took a swing at him after the fact.
Because that's a sign of being a coward.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Had to wait for him to fucking pass before you could take a fucking swing at him. Okay, yeah, you know what? Fuck you for that. Like in general, go fuck yourselves. That's kind of how I feel about that one. I mean, you had your opportunity to take a swing at Chuck Norris, and you didn't take a swing at Chuck Norris. That is how I feel. I think he's a great guy in a lot of ways, and I think it's insulting that they took him. They're acting like, oh, well, we're better than that. Fuck off on every way. So we're gonna get to some gaming, boys. Well, I think and we're gonna talk. We're gonna have some fun talking about stuff and talking about other things. I still think it would have been great if we would have got a Jean-Claude Van Damme Chuck Norris movie, but I don't think that was ever in the cards. Unfortunately,
Honestly, I don't know if it's a missed opportunity if we turned them down. Why was Chuck Norris never in Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or King of Fighters or?
Yeah, we never really. The problem is a lot of those movies came out after the fact. Chuck Norris had kind of at that point.
In terms of subs, so look at it. And what's his name? T-1000. Patrick made it in.
Yep.
I always wondered why Chuck Norris never made it.
Yeah. Hopefully this works again because this has fought me before. Oh yeah, we're good. We're working now. I don't know why it's been fighting me lately. But we've been getting a weird fight with doing these sometimes. All right, let's go back out and let's show you how a cautious hero plays a game. As I slowly buy enough healing items to fucking last a lifetime. So we looked at a cautious hero, and yeah, that was an interesting. In my mind, that was a very interesting series. Okay. Don't mind me because I'm just buying up all the healing items I need. When I play JRPGs, I always play cautiously. Like if you ever saw my my Chronos trigger, I was going for the max time on that, and my friend was like, "Jesus fuck, watching you play that sometimes is like it's like wild because of how long you focus on grinding." Like, isn't that the point of playing these type of games is to fucking grind?
Some yes. Some penalize you for it though.
Yeah, I know. I remember very clearly the fun that is. What's the name of the game? What's the name of it? Final Fantasy Tactics. That to me is one of the most horrible, annoying.
Why don't you like Tactics?
Final Fantasy Tactics. If you try doing what I'm doing in this game, you would legit end up not being able to finish it because the game would actually like it starts grinding out your level to its level, and then it can glitch out. If I remember correctly, there's a glitch that can happen when you reach a certain level. The game just overspecs. So if you, yeah.
Speed.
Yeah.
You want to try to get as pass it as low a level as you can.
Yep. Yeah, which basically means you're never going to get the extra classes and stuff. So if you're doing like me, where I'm one of those guys that would love to get all the classes and special ranks and all that shit and going for broke, the game will functionally fuck up because you did that. It's kind of annoying that way, and it will actually, you can be like, oh, it's even worse. You can have this happen. I've had this happen before. Your level, all of a sudden, because the monsters can reach a point because you reach a certain level, the monsters will max out to level 99, like 9999999, and all their hit points go up to like the maximum level, if I remember correctly. I can't remember if it's that game or there's like one other game where that actually happened. It's like, wow.
Final Fantasy 8 does that too. It penalizes you for grinding.
Does it really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I had one.
Spoilers. I found it easier to beat the sorceress when I speedrun it than when I do completionist.
Yeah, but then, like I said, to someone like me who's a completionist, I don't like. He's a don't like.
You can't still be a completionist. You guys got to run for most of the fights that you can run from.
Yeah. Like this game is brutal. Even when you're like, I'm playing Breath of Fire right now, and this game is brutal for like the boss battles. The boss battle, the monster can keep fighting you even after you zero out. So that there's very rarely that a monster will do that. In this game, the monster will zero you, which is really annoying. I've had that happen. Hey, yeah. So I keep fighting you. Hey, sorry about that. Like I said before, I got rudely interrupted. I gotta put my Do Not Disturb on. All right, so back to this. Like I said, the boss monsters in this game can do that to you, so it's kind of fun that way. You gotta watch out for the RPG mechanics sometimes. Speaking about which, I was looking at someone did a mod of the Heroes of Mighty Magic 2, the Japanese version, and I've been like, I'm tempted to look at that actually because I've been hearing like good things about that from a couple people. So, have you been playing any video games, Ethereal Dragon? Ethereal?
I played Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, how is Woolhaven? Because that was the most recent update.
Oh, I haven't played that yet. I know. I think was it Rogue was taken and Scaletta was playing that on their stream.
I haven't done it yet. I don't like survivor mode now. Like I tried the survival mode. I think my thought process is if you're a demigod, if you're a demigod, like if you're supposed to be like this deity, why does your character need sleep and shit, right? Like, it's kind of insulting that your character doesn't get the extra added bonuses and stuff. It's like, I think your character shouldn't suffer sleep. That's kind of my catch-22 to this.
I'd argue you're just a demigod name only. You're not a real demigod at that point.
Exactly. So I think the fact your character should be able to play without sleep, your character should be able to play without all the extra bells and whistles, should be a necessary thing for that game. I've always thought that was actually kind of the thing they should have done.
Wait, in survival mode, you have to sleep now?
Yeah, you also have to eat.
Oh, great. I wonder how many people are eating the followers.
You can't really eat your followers. You can kill and eat your followers, but your character gets sick by eating your followers. So,
Well, eat grass then, literally.
that'll also make you sick.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That only works on your followers.
Yep. You don't get the benefits of eating grass. Even if your cult becomes both that, for some reason, eating your followers is not something that your character can do. Shit, I almost had him.
I mean, you all am.
Yeah, I know, but it's just funny. It's just funny you can't eat your followers and stuff. There's certain things you just can't do in Cult of the Lamb that just doesn't make a lick of sense. But I've been wanting to play Woolhaven for a while, but I restarted my game because the game switched me to survival mode, and it was like, wait a minute, why am I on survival mode? What the fuck? It switched me to survival mode and normal mode, so I deleted my account and restarted the game afresh. So that's kind of my feeling towards Cult of the Lamb. It's like, what the hell, man? Oh, come on. I want to get some roast. I gotta do the hard way of getting a roast here. Until I get the hunter, I can't get much roast or other meats and stuff. It's actually valuable to go hunting once you get the hunter. Once you get that bow character, it's like very useful to play. I wonder if I should play the second game once I finish this one. I most likely will. Both games are really good, so I don't mind. I don't mind spending 3 hours playing this game. That doesn't bother me at all. Shit! Come on! No, it's just kind of funny that we're like Cult of the Lamb had some interesting things, but no. This is a series that I've been wanting an anime for forever, and we just never fucking got.
Oh, Bash has videos of it.
What?
Yeah, Bash does videos of Cult of the Lamb.
You can cannibal it? You could cannibalize your people? Like, I know you can cannibalize
No, MASH has some videos on Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, I want a Breath of Fire anime.
Oh, sorry. I must have missed that one.
Yeah, I already know about the MASH cartoons. They're actually pretty good. Yeah, I respect that. I thought that was kind of fun.
Why are you pooping? Neil the Golden.
Yeah. I'm not going to pick up Cult of the Lamb for my computer. I've actually made my decision that I think I've reached my peak of stuff in this game. In that like there's a certain point when I'm going to look at video games and go, no. I don't want to go too deep down that rabbit hole, so to speak. Okay, I'm just checking. I can't remember if there's stuff there. It's been a while, and I can't remember everything in this game.
Come on. We know that you'd be an evil cult leader in that game.
It's counterproductive in Cult of the Lamb. It's actually very, very counterproductive to being to being an evil cult leader. The bonuses don't gain benefits. It's actually better to not do that. I've actually because like say you wanna kill and eat your followers, because you can do that. You could be a cannibal. That has a negative for killing and eating your followers. You can get a negative response to that. If you bring people, like, one of the best abilities in the game is bringing people back from the dead. That's actually one of the useful abilities. When you do that as a like the Cult of the Lamb, and you fuck around with that, you can actually have a problem with that and actually have an issue where the character your characters will come back weird and fucked up, and they'll start eating other people and stuff. They've added a new function where you can actually have your followers come back like fucked up, and you need to bring them to the medical station to bring them back.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Yeah. I had one guy, for example. One guy was it was one of my higher level guys passed away, and I wanted to use him for his best advantages. I couldn't, because he was basically fucked up. So I had to like manipulate the scenario. I don't have enough gold.
I don't know why is it that only the one who rates is the only one that's immortal when he becomes a follower.
Well, that's because he is immortal. He's actually a god. So you should be able to incorporate that. But no, I've also had like playing the game with the idea of burning people to the ground and treating them in certain ways. The game, like for example, another thing you can do, you can make it so that you'll get bonuses if people die young, which is very useful if you're playing a cannibal game. You'll get bonuses. Downside, people grow old. The second people start growing old, which is inevitable, you start losing points. And when they die old, that's even worse, and you get even more negatives. It's like, so fuck, the nature farming in that gets so bad after a while. It's just not worth it at that point. Yeah, I'm going to go for the long sword, so we're going to grind for that.
Yeah. One of the first things I got was the thing to make them so they can eat grass. Like when it's all...
Yeah, that is gruel. Like you can, like, the best way to put Cult of the Lamb, being a dick isn't a problem. Being when the second you start turning more evil and doing the eviler stuff, the game really doesn't like that. Also, another thing, it also encourages you to be more sinful. It's actually better for your characters to be more like nudist shit, doing the nudist stuff, the drum circle. All that, like giving them drugs, all those benefits for the cult actually work better in the game, and you can use that to manipulate the scenario more than trying it the other way. It's really weird how it has like such a double-edged sword. Like it's.
If they sit too, and the thing gets too high, they die. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Something like.
Yeah. Yep. It's interesting, but like I said, it's the benefit of the game is you have to be very, 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 very smart on what you do in the game, and it has its problems.
Yeah, because killing someone right in front of your cult is not a good idea.
There is a way to do it. There actually is. Like, there's a thing that allows you to kill in front of your cult. You can do that.
Yeah, but straight up murder is not really a good idea. And the problem is that one of the kiddos is a complete dick and asks you to kill one of them.
Yeah, you just sacrifice them. Sacrifice is still a functional thing. There's nothing stopping you from activating sacrifice on people. That's actually beneficial in some ways. Is to sacrifice guys, because that is actually a way to get more points back. You wanna, especially if you have the cannibal stuff. Like there's certain things you can do, and it does have benefits. But doing all the evil shit basically makes it so that you're never gonna have a worship level high. You'll have people leave way more by doing it that way. It's always gonna reverse thing for Cult of the Lamb, which is kind of funny. Which sucks because it's a good. It like you can't really go truly evil in that setting. In that game. Unlike this game's totally being a murder hobo in this game is totally a functional thing you do in Breath of Fire 1. But I wanted anime for this game. I've been wanting an anime for this game forever. Although I don't think see the thing is, you know what I would have loved if we got an anime for this in the 90s and it had that old school 80s look. Like I love the old school 80s look, and I wish we had more stuff that had that old school's 80 feel. It kind of sucks that we don't have that. I should activate that incense because now I'm getting sleepy.
Are you a sleepy spooko?
Sleepy orc. Yeah, I'm another sleepy orc.
Yeah, who's enjoying?
Yeah, but we got another hour and change to go, boys. So we're not going to sleep anytime soon. Yeah. Hello, Iris. I'll have to find out what my mom wanted after, because my mom most likely called me and went, yeah. I'll most likely I'll call her back and go, hey mom, what do you want? What'd you want? We're going to do a little live stream, and her response will be, oh, yeah. So I did this today. Okay, mom. Thanks. Unless it's not an emergency because she didn't leave a message. She left a message, I'd be a little worried. Like, I doubt she called me because of Chuck Norris's death.
A lot of people died. The guy that played Zando on Buffy.
Yep, from Buffy, died. Hell, the Buffy TV show, the brand new Buffy TV show died, which were really. Yeah. You're saying, Starfleet?
Yeah, since I said that died too. And apparently, this is why I have a cringe moment, apparently they're bringing back Stargate, but it might be in a cartoon form again.
Wasn't Buffy always there, apparently, according to the story?
No, Buffy became like the ultimate slayer, and then she had a group of all-girl slaying squad, and then she led a slayer pack, and that was basically what they did with Buffy. Buffy is fucking weird how they treated her character after the series went a certain way. It just went. Well, no, the comic book ain't canon. Remember that the comic book's all over the place. They went weird with it, and then it just kind of I don't know if you follow it after Angel. It's such a weird fucking story.
Wait, there was something after Angel?
Yeah, there's the books. Yeah, there's a little bit of everything with that series, but that, I don't, like I said, I don't know what's going on with that, and I'm kind of happy that they didn't end up going with Buffy. Okay. So yes, I am happy Buffy still. Buffy died. We actually do have the leaked script, and we'll be looking at it probably in Space Geeks. Will be when we look at it. If we get Sleepy Bob to come back to the channel. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, DJ. Yeah, no. This game is really nice looking. Like the sprite work for this game is absolutely stunning. I like.
that. People going at someone left a 0 review rating on Crimson Staff for not having any LGBT representation.
For what?
Not having any LGBT plus
Oh, for the new-
representation.
Well, what for the new Buffy?
No,
The
I
new
was
Buffy
gonna
show?
see-
No, Crimson Staff.
Friends of who?
No, Crimson Staff.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Crimson Desert thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Space Geeks. They got one weird fellow whose name rhymes with EJ. Yeah. Well, we're gonna look at we're gonna have Bob read that. We also have Bob. We also have to read the. We still have to read the thing of the elephant temple. So there's that as well. So that's gonna be fun. But we have some fun to do with that coming up too. So yeah, that's going to be a fun read, is looking at that script, because people have already read it. But like, we're going to do a live reading of that, but we'll see what goes on there. It looked bad. It looked really bad. Well, like I was reading it myself. As for Crimson Desert, does it really matter? It's like, from what I've been seeing, it's funny because the game got shit on when it first came out, and now apparently it's like the most popular game. It's like one of the more popular games out there.
Another game that also going after Divinity because they're using AI. Not for the final product, but like for like stuff not even related to actually making the game, but like presentation.
Yeah, and I've been bitching about the fact that people are whining about. Oh, okay. I've been arguing about that for a while now, that they've been doing that lately, and it's kind of annoying. All right, let's do it. Do boss battle. Do.
Well, let's face a lot. They have been going at Expedition 33 lost its the world because it used AI.
Well, no. Expedition 33. I'm not a fan of what they did with that, because to me, that was a good example of them being how to put it, like. They douched us with Expedition 33. Like, it's actually it's an indie game, guys. It's such an indie game, and they're like, no, it wasn't. It's this, guys. No, it wasn't. Like I'm not against AI. I will say I have no hate for the AI when it comes to most things. It's a tool as far as I'm concerned. And used correctly, it's a good tool. Used incorrectly, say, lawyers using it to fucking argue cases and asking it to make up fake fucking case names and getting busted for it. That actually happened in America. They actually got someone clearly used AI to write up a bunch of... Go ahead.
You want to know some creepypasta to that?
What?
That they have AI in these fake cases?
Yeah.
They might not be fake cases. They might be seeing through the multiverse and taking cases from other Earths.
See,
it's going through now.
No, they're not. No, it's AI.
No, because if it's operating, how do I put it, on a quantum level between things existing and not existing, when things are not existing, they're actually on the other points of the multiverse, and it's taking information from that. Is one of the theories. Is why it does have what we see as aneurysms.
Starfleet has your theory because he got high. Yeah. He thought AI was beyond the spectrum because he got high.
Look into it. It's kind of, as it says, creepypasta theory, and I like it. That would be scary for doing that. Hey, if it's doing that, you know what that means? If there's another Earth with better technology, we could pull it through the AI.
No. Well, he had a crazy theory, and I know why. Yeah, because he got high. Okay, I don't know what to think about that one. That's a great theory, by the way. I'm fucking with you. That is an interesting thought theory. You will have to have DJ come on and talk about how that theory. Okay, Arus, remember that and tell LCX that one.
Okay.
That will be an interesting one to ask LCX. Hey L, are they? Is AI seeing beyond the spectrum of the maximum void of infinite knowledge? I would ask what's it called to come on right now if I could. But no, it's crazy the level of AI.
Then we'll ask on Linux.
Can we ask on Linux? Yeah, exactly. See, here's my problem with that theory. It's clear that lawyers are using it as a way, like hoping that they can get the AI to create a false file
To win their case.
Yeah, to win their cases. That's what it is. It's this false file shit to win a case. That's actually what's happening, which is really dangerous because they're hoping that judges don't notice it. Well, guess what? Judges are noticing it too because a judge can do something that they can do. He can use AI to find out about the AI that you use.
Yeah, here's the problem with that. You know, the AI thinks the Gettybird's address was made by AI.
Yep.
So, yeah, the detection system's not necessarily the best. And also, Judge was caught using AI for his explanation of this of his judgment recently. Yep. I think the New York was caught too. So it's not just the local judges are using it too.
Like this is the scary thing of AI. Like, you know, like that's the scary thing of AI. That is actually the terrifying thing. When AI is being used in this stupid way, this is retarded. Oh, this game gets so much more easier when you have multiple people in your party. I can't wait till I have more than one person in my party. This is one hell of a fight, though. Like, this game, like I said, I brought him down to one hit. Oh, come on, smash! Oh, it didn't do his damage. This is why I bought so many potions. I knew I was going to need a lot of herbs. There we go. Whoo! That was dangerous. All right. Yes, I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, we got enough money. Oh, it's coming, guys. I set up an earthquake. Boom, 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 boom! We got the boom, boys! We got the CG boom! We got the little anime booms. Yeah, and now we're heroes. True heroes. All right, but no, it's an interesting idea for AI. But no, we've been seeing some big moves in that with AI, and I'm not a fan of people using it in that way. It's wow. It's like, come on, you can't do your work.
Really not.
No. I mean, what's the point if you don't have interns looking it up? But no, it was funny because I remember the one lawyer. She's like, and she's looking through her paperwork, and she can't like find what she's looking for because, of course, she didn't write it. So it's like, you know what? Like at that point, you should be disbarred. Like, I think the more authority you have, the more a standard you have to be held to. That's kind of my rule. And when you're a lawyer, especially a prosecutor, you're being held to a higher standard than a defendant, than a defending lawyer. I think both should be held to a high standard, but the fact is that these people aren't being held to that standard makes me a little nervous personally. Damn it. Like, we need that higher standard in life, boys. I don't like the fact that they want to take that standard from us.
I know most of the cases so far, lawyers have only been suspended in the States over this. I don't know in Canada. I haven't gone looking yet.
Canada, nothing. I haven't seen anything too particular, but again, we have a justice system we can't talk about because a certain bill passed. So, beep! Here we go. Okay, sorry guys. I have to beep us now when we talk about Canada. So we can talk about America, the evil empire that is America, as much as we want. The second we start talking about Canada, we can get in trouble.
Oh yeah, Canada, the land of it's so great, and Trump is just so fascist.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. We won't get too political, boys. We don't get political that bad on this channel. Well, we'll hit points because boy howdy do we have points to hit. So, speaking about things that need to, I can't say that shit. Never mind. Speaking about turds that need to be flushed. Hassan Piker. So apparently, we might have an interesting thing when he comes back to the country. Him and his little Code Pink associates that went to Cuba. They did this. They decided to go to Cuba and have a little party, and it apparently they said, "Oh, well, we had to go to like America-approved places." Apparently, where they went was a it got great. So he decides to go to Cuba.
Cuba.
Yeah, Cuba. And so he decided to go there, and so his fun was, hey, I'm going to Cuba. He went with his little buddies, and he was shouting the lie that he went to a top-star hotel in Cuba, and that it was America made him do it. Now here's where it gets funny.
Cuba for Colombia.
No, he went to Cuba, and if this is true, if they actually did go to Cuba. And they actually did what they did. What I was hearing is they went to a non-American approved hotel, actually. So this is going to be interesting because when these people come back, I don't know if something's going to happen, but I would be very, very surprised if we see America sort of do something fun here. We might see them actually get in some serious trouble here, which I'm all for, actually. Come on, America, make me proud, because because like me and Starfleet might be seeking asylum very shortly. And the sad thing is, I think me and Starfleet might actually be able to get away with it. I think we fall under the categories of endangered and under threat of government. If Starfleet knows what I'm talking about, cough, cough, maid, cough, cough. Cough, cough, maid, cough, cough.
Yep.
Yep.
Can't talk about it though.
No, but we can. I can cough a lot.
I can say I'm not feeling suicidal.
Yep. Same here. Just the same. I like how I just walked into this
What's
lady's
the help joke? America makes you wish you were dead. Canada kills you, and you die waiting for healthcare in the UK.
Yep. So yeah, no, we're gonna have fun there. I'm not gonna say much else, but no, I'm all for. I may be looking into that in the near future. Because I've already said some shit. Oh, that would be a political boondoggle if that happened. By the way, I do like the fact that I'm eating people's fish and eating their apples. Like I'm a prick. I just walked into this person's house, walked in and ate their food, and then walked out.
Well, think about the Legend of Zelda. How you just go into people's houses and rob them and break them bases.
Oh, I love Zelda for that. I gotta get. We're almost we're in the Dark World now. We just entered the Dark World on Throwback Thursday. We'll be doing that tonight. I'm not complaining. I got a couple really good games to play for the next couple weeks, so I'm like, ooh, good games to play. I like this. I got some real bangers coming up, so I'm not too worried about it. Like, what do we got? We got Breath of Fire 2. We got, what else is there? Yeah, I want Chainmail. Yeah, I want Chainmail. Give me that Chainmail. Yeah, we got a couple really badass games coming up, so I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. I got some good stuff coming in. All right, so we are good. We are good for now for armor and gear. But definitely, I'm kind of happy about that stuff. We got some great games tonight. I don't know what I'm going to play for Space Geeks. Space Geeks is up in the air. Space Geeks is always a crapshoot. May play some more. May play some more games. May look at doing something solid. I considering the fact that it's a 10-year sentence, I don't see them getting a 10-year sentence. But if America did this, because they technically bypassed the blockade, they did this. There's a whole bunch of laundry list stuff that this Code Pink did. If they all of a sudden get arrested and these people like serve some like actually get in trouble, I think that's a great thing in a lot of ways.
Which one's called Pink again? There's so many of those things.
Code Pink is a communist propaganda branch created by a billionaire that serves the Chinese influence. Yes, they bypassed the blockade. They gave legal food to another thing and did a couple other things. So no, it is what they did was totally illegal. There were so many firsts in this game that I didn't see in other games at the time. Like right here, they switch your character to Nina. Can you think of a video game where they actually let you switch your character like that? Like, all of a sudden I'm this character. out of nowhere.
Hey, this is one to bring up. You remember? You remember a game where you were a ghost and possess the enemies to fight to the end of the game?
Yes, the game is called Geist. It was on the GameCube.
Right.
It was a GameCube exclusive. Yep. It was a GameCube exclusive, and they never ever fixed. They never ever did push it. It's one of those rare games on the GameCube that's just like, what the fuck?
There was a similar game like back in the 80s in the arcade. It was the same idea, but it wasn't called Geist.
There was another one that you had like it was old. It's not no Geist. Geist was the older one. I think you're thinking of. Oh, are you thinking of the game where you play a poltergeist on the Sega?
Nope, this was in the arcade. Well, I think it came to the Sega eventually, but it was originally actually an arcade.
I don't know what he's talking about for a game a game where you play a ghost.
I'll have to go looking for it.
That doesn't sound like. I'm thinking about it, man. You might be wrong on that one.
Yeah, I have no clue what he's talking about either.
Yeah,
It's just that I don't know what he's talking about.
yeah. Like I said, we're all kind of you're talking to like 3 people that play retro games right now. Yeah, Casper, but Casper, you don't possess anybody in Casper.
No,
It's
not
fine.
Casper.
Yeah. That's why I'm confused. There's a Sega Genesis game that you play a poltergeist. There was the Sega Genesis, but that was not an arcade game. That didn't have anything to do with arcade at all.
Avenging Spirit.
Avenging Spirit. I'd have to look that up. Okay, I'll look it up.
It was actually not wrong. It was actually during the late stages of arcade games. It was early 90s.
Yeah, that's why I said it then makes sense. That I don't remember anything earlier than a
I
certain
remember,
point.
I think it went to the Sega after.
I'll look it up right now. I'm going to look into this when I can here. What's my...
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, it's an arcade platform by... Replace a ghost seeking revenge after being killed by a crime syndicate that killed your girlfriend. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, this is an arcade game. It did not... I don't think it... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, I actually vaguely remember this game. Yes. I don't think I remember seeing it. Aro says that, yeah, there could have been
You
that.
didn't even
But
click on it. Brings it up.
I looked it up. Yeah, it looks interesting. But yeah, no, the one you're talking about possessing people, if you're talking about the later games, like modern games, there were 2. Oh, it was on Game Boy. Apparently.
Yeah, it's later ported to that. It's either ported to Sega or one of the portable games.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. Don't mind me, I'm just making sure I have a lot of gear on my characters because this is going to be a little... Because Nina, even though she gets allies, it's good to have a lot of healing when you get into the next area. But no, Avenging Spirit was an interesting one. Yeah, I remember that now. I vaguely remember that one. I remember the Poltergeist, but if you're talking console, if you're talking console games, that was Geist. I remember vaguely. I remember the Poltergeist game with Polty. Who's that? Like you travel, you jump, you scare away a family in their house, and you go to different places and this stuff, and you're constantly trying to get rid of them for a week. Oh, okay. There was a Sega. Finally found a Sega version on Genesis. It looks different. Yeah, exactly. The other one was a Poltergeist. Yeah, that one where you're scaring the family away. That one's kind of fun. And then there's a Poltergeist, a game never got finished, and it was on the computer, and it was a Poltergeist game, and they literally, this game was unfinished, unproperated, and then people basically made the game. It's one of those funny things where the video game had more love than normal things. It's kind of that amusing stuff they did. That always makes me laugh when they when you get the modding community does the work. Right, boys?
Yeah. Which is what, like 10% of the games now?
I know. Actually, you know what was actually a decent game? Recently, I was looking at this Legend. Someone made a remaster of Legend of Zelda 2. It's so good. I was shocked at how good it was. Like, it actually was kind of good. My only bitch is he put some stuff in there. The person put some stuff in there that was like, I don't know why he wanted to like add a little more Bing to a couple things. And there's a couple areas that are just soft block unless you actually have the skill to do it.
That's weird.
Yeah. So, 1 second here, I saw that. Yeah, I saw, yeah, I know of it from the Game Boy, actually. That's why it oh, that looks familiar, I remember that. Yeah, you possess people. But the most modern game I remember was Geist. That had the fun for that, and it was like a GameCube. It was a GameCube exclusive. One of the many GameCube exclusives that we got screwed on. Yeah, it was a dead Goomba. One of the Goombas wants revenge on Mario. So I do like the fact that when you get these keys in the game, you get this earthquake ability. You get the ability to cast a spell out of some of the items. And the first key they give you is Earthquake. I'm like, how broken is the fact that you get a item that basically allows you to, you know, like clear the board in the early part of this game? Kind of funny if you think about it. Okay. So Nina, I know she has heal, so I might as well use it on her. No point in burning through resources. So I've got a question for everybody. Was older animation in work from like the earlier 2000s a lot better looking than what's coming out now? Because this is coming from the whole Resident Evil thing. They had this new thing where they made the characters like they really like made the skin textures and stuff, made the characters look like a different way on a new mod stuff. And people are saying it looks worse than the old school stuff. But what's your guys' thoughts?
Well,
I know some of them are using AI to recreate the old stuff because they can make it faster that way. because of the traditional way, but they're using the traditional style. I'm conflicted on that one.
I'm more of the mind frame that this is more of stuff that we need to kind of do in the first place. It's one of those.
Not saying against AI, but I'm worried about AI. They could saturate the market, and that could cause a problem in itself.
Yes, it could. Well, I think it already has saturated the market. It's only a matter of it's how it's used, and it was bound to happen one way or another. As I said once before to somebody, if they're gonna keep fucking with our toys, eventually we're gonna make our own. I think that's what's happening. So, maybe don't fuck with our stuff. I've even been saying there are certain video games I know that are getting burned right now, and I'm like, wow, this game got burned pretty fast. Why is this game getting burned? It's not that bad. Yet here we have people just losing their shit about video games. Oh, a DJ says hi, Starfleet. Like video games are being burned more than we didn't see. Now, I think AI. My problem is it's going away from visual stuff that I don't like, but because like AI stuff does not look perfect. But yeah, it is kind of interesting. We're at that point. But we're starting to see a lot of movements. Like again, what did we open up with? We opened up with Wicked AI as the thing. Starfleet, the New Trek is Dead song, which fucking slaps. There's a reason why I opened up the channel with that. That song was the channel opener. And yes, YouTube, I got permission from the artist to put that on. And again, my biggest complaint with the new, can I be honest? I like the old PlayStation and GameCube look of characters. That, like, Ada Wong and stuff like that. I like their looks in that than I do what's kind of coming out now. I find their skin texture, their looks too ragged. It almost looks like we went from a more shiny sheen to someone's skin to this, weird, almost it looks like you threw dust in their face. Like there's some smuts on them. That's kind of how I look at it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, we're dealing with the zombie stuff. Yeah, we're the zombie. We're in Romero, the zombie town. I do like that the name of this town is Romero. That's kind of an interesting little nod to Georgie boy. Oh, took an LP. Yeah, it's kind of amusing that we got this point here where I'm like, yeah, I kind of like what I see and I kind of don't. I'm kind of 50-50 to life when it comes to most of the stuff. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we got to look at. And I would suggest if you get a chance, DJ, this game's called Breath of Fire. This game is definitely, if you want a good game, you grab this one. This game is really good. The first game has some better game mechanics in some ways. The second game has some better. The second game has a little bit of a better story. I find anyway. I know some people are like, it doesn't have a good story. It's like, yeah, it does. Fuck off. No, you're ignorant. And I do love this game. This game is a little heavy grindy. Breath of Fire 2, that's the game mechanic. It's way more grind heavy. Like you literally will walk into a forest. It's like fight. You go down the street. It's like fight. It's like holy shit. Just non-stop fucking battle. Just kind of annoying.
But it's fun.
Well, I just said it's kind of annoying. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Oh, I don't have the money for it yet. I'm not giving those guys gear. You don't give the cannon fodder gear. To quote the Tick, we don't give the good henchman the flamethrower. Oh, the Tick. That is a series that had a amazing relaunch. 3 of them, actually, if you think about it. Like, even the Amazon Tick was not bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Like, you had a comic that was actually quite solid, a very solid comic. Then you had the Tick cartoon, which is also very solid. Then you had the Seinfeld, the 12-episode Seinfeld, which became a cult classic. The superhero Seinfeld, as I like to jokingly call it. That had a good series, and then you finally had the Amazon one, which actually was really good. I would have loved to have seen a 3rd season. I don't know why we didn't. We got a third season of Boys, and people stopped paying attention to Boys a while ago. Like that fucker went forever.
Oh yeah, that's why the Boys is still on. Did it also get a spin-off?
Yeah, I don't think Gen V actually went anywhere. I'm not 100% sure, but I vaguely do not remember looking at anything like that. I do know I got. It is kind of fun though. It was kind of fun that they actually had these interesting stories that they did with it. They even had a cartoon, if I remember correctly.
I think the cartoon might look better.
Yeah, I think so too. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of Boys. I never was. Like okay, when I was younger, I kind of liked the Boys.
Seasons. I finally dropped it off after the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, same here. Well, because remember the original comic was not that long. Like Billy Butcher, basically they murdered it. They killed a large portion of the hero.
So they're just dragging the feet.
Well, yeah, because Billy Butcher gets his villain turn coming up, and he murders everybody.
I mean, heck, look how far different the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was from the comics.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
okay, we're gonna make someone to turn a character that dies in the first appearance into the main villain.
Yeah, I guess I could see what you're saying.
Then we're gonna have Hamada Yoshi become Splinter instead of Splinter being his own thing.
Yep.
Baxter Stockman got turned white because there was this whole thing against having black villains.
Yep. Yeah, I know. It gets weird. It gets weird if you really go into the lore.
Heck, in Gym, there was supposed to be a black member of why am I drawing a blank on that? The full survivor band, the Misfits.
Yeah, the Misfits. Yeah.
But that got toned down.
Didn't they
Oddly.
still have? Didn't they still have an Asian? I vaguely remember, like, didn't they have an Asian, still have an Asian character in there? So that's kind of funny that they got rid of the black one and kept them.
I watched and saw it. I can't remember. I don't know when it began.
The only bad of the main three that had any racial diversity, unless you count the fact that unless Domo is Israelite because she's Jewish, is the holograms, which had a Dana who was African American. Then there was the Asian American who actually was dating Domo's brother,
Okay.
and then they added in a Mexican.
Yeah, I can't remember. I haven't looked at Gem and the Holograms in fucking ever.
Oh,
Like-
it holds up.
Apparently it does. I've heard people say that. Well, like I said, we're looking at. I don't know if you've been looking at Throwback Thursday. We've been looking at the series known as what's the name of it now? We've been looking at the New Guardians, and some of the fun with that has gotten kind of funny.
Yeah, because this one YouTube channel that does parodies mostly of My Little Ponies did a parody of Gem and the Holograms where they're all was it Synergy is like this satanic creation.
Yeah.
And he's actually using things like how the Misfits almost killed them in like episode 2.
Yeah.
And one post so there's one post that this actually happens. Watch the show.
Well, what makes me kind of chuckle, and I'll always chuckle about this as a person who, that like looks at this stuff. Like, no, we've been talking about AI being a problem for a long time, since the 60s. Since, like, we really have. It's only now have we reached a point where AI has actually become a functional thing. It really has, and that's what kind of makes me chuckle.
And
This is
did
why-
you hear that they're using that one program to find AI artwork? And the
Yep.
thing is, but the only problem is it's saying that and they're using it for things that, from like 10, 15 years ago.
And it's still registering. Yeah, it's going to still register sometimes, and that's the problem. It's again, we're always going to have a problem. Like I said, this shit isn't new, boys. Like, AI is not a new thing. Like, it's only it's like in the zeitgeist now, but we're going to forget about it eventually.
Meanwhile, the CEO of Microsoft had to beg people to use it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. And then also the speaking about bad things that happened in the world, and people who died. The creator of OnlyFans died of cancer. That is an interesting thing if you think about it.
I mean, a lot of people died from cancer. I mean, heck, during the filming of Night Code, the two oldest people that were in that show both died from cancer. That's
Yep.
why That's why they killed off two characters because the two older bailiffs.
Yeah. But no, it is kind of amusing that the creator of OnlyFans. Well, it's not amusing, but it is kind of interesting that he died. Because a lot of people are like, he died young. And a lot of people are like, well, see, this is what you have for creating OnlyFans. And I'm like, really, guys? Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get that OnlyFans is a problem in a lot of ways. Well, the internet itself is a problem, but it's a problem that we could have solved 20 years ago. The fact that we haven't fixed the problem has, been beneficial and a curse. It's one of the biggest double-edged swords we've ever had. It's humanity's double-edged sword is the internet. That idea of, oh, it's the internet. We have that becomes problematic. Oh, I should definitely charge that.
Put you on there. Nobody will ever lie to you on it.
Yeah, people lie on everything. That's the thing. It's like if someone's gonna lie to you in real life, like when you can have a level of amenity, like human nature takes over. They're gonna lie in a major way if they want to. It's like you're not gonna be able to stop them. Like who's gonna stop someone from lying online?
Not the government.
Yeah. Well, like I said, half your government's high off its mind anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, it's going to be fun with the internet. We'll see what happens. And I really am fascinated by the fact that like games that should have got an anime. There's so many I can think of, and we might have to do that for the next Monday Madness. But yeah, we had some fun. The fun with some of the stuff with. I've screwed around with the internet a couple times myself, and I'm like, and myself, I've used it a couple times. I use it for D&D actually, because why not? Right? Like I had the buff. I have told the story of the powerful vampires. When the vampires turned out to be a buff guy's power weapon. They went a little too far left that time. It's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? All right, I'll get back. I'll get through it. Okay. Hold on. Oh, maybe I should have right back.
What's that whistling sound?
I think that's on Starfleet's end.
What sound?
It vanished.
Does it sound like a low hum?
You know what? It could be my end. Hold on.
If it's a little hum, it's because there's a train going by.
You know that low rumble of a train? It also might be the reason I'm feeling tired. If I'm hearing a low rumble of a train, I want to sleep. That makes me tired.
See, I'm far enough where I don't hear that part, but I do feel the rumble of it going by, which is very, very relaxing. So yeah, I kind of do want to go to sleep right now.
How's
Yeah,
that
that-
relaxing?
I'm fighting it though.
Yeah, I have that problem myself. When I used to live next to train tracks, oh god, it's if you're too close, it's a pain in the ass. But if you're like just on the peripheral, just a little bit there, that's not.
If you can hear that, you're too close. It's when you get just the rumble, like just like a rumbling, like a light rumbling. Because it's caused everything to vibrate, but it vibrates at such a rate that it's relaxing and you want to sleep.
Yeah, it does make you tired. Like
What you talk about, Relis?
you have to have been living close to a train. My friend
I
had
don't know,
that.
it's like how people say that, oh, listening to the rain or wind is so relaxing.
Rain. No, actually, do you know what I've been listening to late at night? You know what I like to listen to? I like to listen to a furnace roar at night. I've been listening to heaters and furnace roaring. I gotta admit, I'm getting better sleep. Like, I'm getting more targeted sleep too, which is good for me because I segment sleep. I sleep when I feel tired, and that's it. My brain registers a tired response. I go to sleep. Plus side, I can sleep almost anywhere. Downside, I can sleep almost anywhere.
You all you what's his name from Locket Daisy? Because there's a heavy drinker, heavy smoker who literally falls asleep anywhere.
Yes.
What's his name? Why can I not remember his name now?
I used to be able to do that, actually. That was actually a skill I had back in the day. I could sleep through anything.
Darian?
Yeah, seriously, there was a time I could absolutely sleep through anything. It was really crazy how good I was at that. I had my friend was kind of notorious for that, actually. Like, it was kind of funny because we were driving to a place, and a car almost knocks us off the road, and my friend's like freaks out. What the fuck? I start hearing the honkers and he wakes me up. I'm like, it's like, how did you sleep through that? We almost got ran over. It's like, That was kind of my response. Well, it happens. If I'm tired enough and you have the right thing going, man. Oh yeah, I don't even notice it. It's why I don't. A friend of mine actually swears by the rocking of a boat. Like even if you're in an ocean liner, like one of those bigger boats, like a transporter or a cruiser, a buddy of mine swears by that rocking motion will make you tired, like late at night, especially if you have a long day. Like, that will make you pass out. The jet engine sound, I don't like the jet engine sound. But no, I've been using a lot of different noises to try sleeping. I've been testing that.
How is a jet engine sound relaxing?
Apparently, people swear by it. It's the vibrational sound.
I don't know. I find it weird with all these things that people claim are relaxing.
Well, in my situation, it's more about shutting out the noises of other people because I'm in a basement apartment, so it's like I hear a lot of stomping all the fucking time, and it's really annoying. Like, it makes it kind of just like, because I don't want to be bothered. I'm going to be bothered, and I know I'm going to be bothered, and that's annoying. But I'll have that happen, and I'll have that vibrational sound. It's really a pain in the ass, because all of a sudden here, stomp, 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 stomp. It's like fucking hour out. Like that will go all night. That actually does go all night. Like, I used to run a fan in my bedroom just for that, but now I run the space heater. I'm actually finding I'm getting better sleep because of it. No, it's actually a little annoying that that's a constant. Alrighty, so no. Other than us grinding right now, this will be the fun of today, getting the grind on. We want to get Nina up a couple levels.
Oh yeah, I know that we posted the musical Josie and the Pussycats cartoon. The Hanna-Barbera one died as well.
Yeah. I wasn't a fan of Josie and the Pussycats, although I did find it funny that, like, the stuff that's going on with Josie and the Pussycats. Apparently, there's been a resurgence of Josie stuff, according to a buddy of mine. The weirdness of the internet, boys. The weirdness of the internet. But no, other than that, like I said, we had so the Razor Fist Babylon 5 thing has been kind of interesting in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of people have been bitching about that recently. There's a big stink of that online. And I don't know why, considering the fact that, I hate to say it, his thing was solid. Like, I do not think he did not think that through. I think that's actually a very solid thing for that. I don't believe, and I will say this, I don't believe Babylon 5 is an exact copy of, or DS9 is an exact copy of Babylon 5. I think if anything, I would say that there's way too much evidence that, you could actually say that maybe Babylon 5 might have stole some stuff. When they outright admitted to it. Like the Defiant. Like it's not like they didn't admit to it. They legitimately, one of the guys who created their little starships their battleships, I can't remember what they're called, the Peacemakers or whatever. Those ships were loosely copied from the Defiant. So yeah. And so to me, it's just kind of amusing on that way. What's your thoughts on it, Starfleet?
Sorry, I've lost connection, but what was going on?
I said Babylon 5, the fact that, the idea that Babylon
5 was in Size 9, yes. There's nothing there. They were separate enough. I liked both of them, though. And I was actually disappointed that Excalibur never got off the ground. That was my biggest disappointment out of the Babylon 5 series. Yep.
And we all knew New Trek is, like, the fact that there's no Trek being slated this year, like, it's a few show. We may not have Star Trek next year if things are going the way they're going. Which I'm kind of happy about. What?
There was a good 10 years where there was nothing back in the 2000s. There was Enterprise, and then there was nothing for almost 10 years. Maybe it needs to go away for 10 years again.
Can I be honest? I think, as much as I hate to say it, I think Trek needs to die. Like, unless they want to investigate the situation after the Cardassian War, which people would follow a continuation if you did that. Because actually, they haven't. Go ahead.
One series they should have done, but they lost their chance to do it because we already know how it ends. They should have had a series called Maquis. I was always disappointed they didn't take that route.
There actually was talks of the Maquis. There was also talks of something called, like, it was called Rebel or something like that, and it was what was it now? I'm trying to remember now how it went. I might be mixing this up, so take this with a huge grain of salt, Chad, okay? Because I don't 100% know. I vaguely remember that they were talking about a show where it was the guys who got themselves a more unique starship, like something like similar to the Lex story, and they went on. It was going to have Riker. It was going to have Riker's clone as the guy doing the main holdout. He was going to be this one guy. But they never really ended up doing it.
Oh, yeah, they did not take advantage of the fact that Riker had to call that much, except for the fact that he joined the Maquis.
Well, that was the thing. He actually comes back. Comes back and becomes like a major thing. It was all supposed to take place after the Dominion War, because the Maquis makes a resurgence after that.
Gee, I wonder why.
I think if I remember my Star Trek lore, DJ would have to look this up or have more information for us. if I remember the aftermath of that, there is a separate there's Federation and then there's the Maquis Federation. The Maquis Federation isn't the same thing; it's a different entity. But yeah, they technically became something else. And because they lost a lot of beef after that. And I know I can't remember who became Gareth became the head of something for a while. He wasn't the head of the Obsidian Order. I remember he was like a major head for a while.
He was the head of the Cardassian rebellions going up against the Dominion occupation.
Yeah, but he actually gained more power after the story.
Yeah, the going theory is he became the shadow government.
Yep. Yeah, nothing really changed for the Cardassians in a lot of ways. Like, they had guys that did certain things and guys... Like, there's a lot of people that... because there was a peace... at the time, they created a new peace settlement. That was basically what it is. The Maquis... the Cardassians went complete peace route. And then after that, they... if I remember correctly, they ended up with a interesting backstory where they kind of... Something happened here, something happened there, and a couple people got assassinated. Yeah, I was kind of pissed off with everything they did. Like even the whole bullshit with the emissary thing, like with Academy. That was just like, wow, to take Sisko's thing like that. And Bajor does eventually
that series essentially pissed all over the Star Trek lore.
It did. We're gonna make it. What
did they do?
Oh, you didn't follow. Okay, Starfleet Academy. Let me explain. Starfleet Academy. They had a character that was a robot, like a virtual intelligence, and the virtual intelligence.
She's a photonic life form, essentially.
Yeah. Yes, based off the Doctor. Not based off the photonic life forms that were found in the Gamma Quadrant. She became... so she came there and she started thinking to herself, well, I'm an emissary to the people here. And so they actually had her go around talking about the whole the Bajoran thing. And she started going and insulting the whole emissary thing. It's like, no, you're not the emissary. You ate too many chocolate cakes for that. Sorry, I apologize. I hated that. You know what? I like the actress. The actress seemed like a nice person. I hated that character. I hated that character for like every inch of my being. Like, did not like that character. And the only reason I liked the two other female characters because they were hot. They were kind of cute. I did that. Like, everyone else I hated. Everyone else I either thought was a dick, I thought was annoying, I thought was a pain in the ass. I didn't like it. So no, I was not a fan of the series. At all. And the fact that they brought the Doctor back to kind of have him back in the series was kind of insulting. My only explanation, the reason they brought the Doctor back was that the Doctor was that was like to get that nostalgia boner. See? Like my thought process is you could still do another Star Trek series, but that has to be done differently. Like, it has to be done differently. And it's just the way it goes, right? Like, if you're gonna do it, you got to do it right. And I don't think it's gonna be done right now. I think it's gonna be the exact opposite.
Well,
What's your
on
thoughts on it,
maybe.
Yeah. You think Starfleet? Do you think we could do another Star Trek series? Do you think we could actually get it off, or is it just no, we can't pull it off?
The only one that I've seen proposed that might launch would be after Voyager returns. That's part of the reason why they've released the game now. They're trying to see if there's interest in that.
Yeah.
So they want to start a series where after Voyager returns. Is the only thing I've heard in the pipeline. As a rumor.
Yeah, and kind of reboot the franchise.
Yeah.
Which,
other than that,
you seem to get all the easiest pirates.
My opinion, their only hope right now is stick to the games.
I honestly think that's your best bet. I actually do agree. Stick with the games.
That's where Star Wars thrives too, so it seems to be the best way to handle it, because right now the stuff they're writing is just not up to...
No, it's funny because, like I said...
Star Wars standards.
Yeah, and we're also looking like we might be getting a Firefly cartoon as well.
Oh, yeah, I hope that.
Yeah. I'm not against it. Like, that's not a bad idea. But, like...
That's how they do it. Depends how they do it. That's all I gotta say to that.
Did you hear that? How is that pronounced? Hidora? You know, the one with the guy that with the Cayman head. They can't remember what happened to his real head.
Oh, Dora.
Yeah, we're finally getting a season 2 after 6 years.
I was surprised by that. That floored me. That's up there with like the weird launches of Freerun at this point. When the fucking were we get? They're like four episodes in already or something like that, and we just got the new English dub of it like for 3.
Apparently, the reason it took 6 years is because they were busy with other shows, and they just now got the DVD sales to justify making a second season.
Yeah, exactly. Is that my door? I can't tell. Let's see who's at the door. We'll see who's at the door, chat. I heard a bang, 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 bang. I have my life closed.
No.
Bang bang. This isn't. Why are you talking about Cher?
Cher. I haven't heard that name in a while. You know, it is kind of funny. The person who outlived everybody was Cher. In the end.
Yeah, because Sunday got skied into a tree.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, of the 3 people who actually was on the new Scooby-Doo movies, I mean, there's only 3 people that are still alive for the new Scooby-Doo movies that they had guest starring. Cher,
Yep.
Sandy Duncan, and the one person that didn't have its own, Dick Van Dyke.
That floors me. He's still alive. He's like 93 or something. I thought he was dead. No, he's apparently still kicking.
Yeah, like I said, those are the only 3 people who guest starred as themselves in the new Scooby-Doo movies that are still alive.
Yep. But
And one of them is also one of them is actually a My Little Pony voice.
Yeah.
Do you know which one?
No, I don't care. It's My Little Pony.
But Sandy Duncan.
Sorry, dude. I don't follow the Brony code.
No, this was original My Little Pony.
Okay. Well, I don't follow the Brony code, so I wouldn't know that. And as far as see, I'm the genetic freak of geek. I'm not a Brony.
Yes, you are. You just don't realize that yet.
No, I never watched the new show. And I
Well, how about the original show?
I have a limited watching of the one where they're actually girls, equestrian girls. I have limited viewing of that due to the fact that my friend had a kid.
Oh yeah, my nieces watched that.
I never watched that much of it, but I know of it because of my friend's kid. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. I have a fan on, but I'm not a fan. No, My Little Pony was never caught my eye at all. Yeah, but yeah, it's interesting what's going on with stuff. We got some interesting rumors that we might get another Sailor Moon series. I know the Ghost in the Shell series is coming shortly. I just don't know when.
I'm assuming that you mean like a sequel to the original, instead of yet another remake of the.
Apparently, another reboot, from what I heard.
It has to be a reboot because I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been so long since I've seen it. But didn't the last season at the very end, they all kind of, well, spoilers, die?
Yeah, they got reborn again, if I remember correctly. So no, apparently it's another series. Yeah, I've also heard rumor of a card captor thing, but that's been going on forever. Someone talked about that.
The thing is that there was a sequel series, it's just that it stopped.
Yeah.
What called?
Of card captor? Yeah, I never paid attention.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was a sequel anime.
Yeah, I never paid attention enough to actually care, so it's just kind of one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. So no, it's one of those things. I'm more interested in some of the animes I'm paying attention to right now, which is like Frieren. I'm looking at.
Wants to be Kamen Rider.
Yeah, I haven't watched the female Kamen. Yeah, Cosplay Wants to be a Kamen Rider. I was watching that. It's almost done. I'm gonna probably shotgun the rest of the series this week or next week. I'm watching the Dead Money, Dead Man or something like that, where it's about a necromancer from a magic realm isekais into our world, and because our world has he doesn't have magical spiritual power for other things, but he can activate the powers of like the dead, because our world's so violent, he's able to use the dead as a tool. That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, it's true than making a isekai about someone being reborn as the hero's rib.
No. The one I also watched the Cower such and such is a hero, a cautious hero. I watched that one. I've also been watching the
that
one
one's
with
pretty good. I just started watching it too.
Yeah,
he's
it's
basically
short.
the grind. He likes to grind, is what I can see from watching him.
Well, basically what I'm doing now. The next one I liked was the one I'm watching is the 29-year-old hero that ends up teaching the youth how to be heroes and stuff. He ends up adopting a female, this girl, and so he ends up adopting her, and then it's like him, this other, and he ends up like stuck with other people's kids, and he's kind of teaching them how to do dungeon crawlers and shit. That's not bad. I kind of like that one. There's some fun. It's cute, so I kind of like it, and I'm not exactly against cute anime. But I do want a good action anime. There hasn't been a really good one that's caught my eye that's made me go, okay, I'm in. I want something that's kind of Lupin-esque, but not Lupin. I was watching that Moriarty was a patriot or whatever. Is you know.
Well, I kind of wish Little Witch Academia was longer.
Yeah. Oh, there's a couple series. I'm like, why isn't this longer? Like, There was one I was liking. It was one where something, the bewitching fruit or something like that, and it's about a character that's looking for this one witch to kill her, so she can get her body back. And it's just like, I'm so mad that series just ended out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, we got a couple of shows like that. It's just weird that we're getting those shows that come out of left, like shows I'm actually liking that are small. Like that seems to be my pick of stuff. Like Tenchu Tei was a good idea. I mean, a good example of a good idea. I would consider it a good idea, but it's a good example of something I absolutely love. This anime I love. It's just like, it's fucking just no, it's gone. It's gone. Go fuck yourself. Like, fuck off. Like, there's like all this other awesome battle shit that happens right after this, and the fights get cool. No, you don't get those fights. Go fuck yourself. Like, damn it. Not fair. Not fair at all. I stopped paying attention to Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man lost my interest. I stopped paying Kaiju number 8. Didn't really catch my air. But
Really?
we are.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Really? Well, a lot of people I know love it.
I lost interest. Same with Jutsu Kaisen. But we are calling it here, boys. It is 9 o'clock. We're calling it. Thank you so much, everybody, for enjoying our fun. And the cat popped up. Perfect. And yeah, we hit our peak. I hope you guys had fun. Stay tuned. Tonight we'll probably be doing the Flophouse tonight, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. The Flophouse might happen, might not happen. I might need to get another person for the Flophouse. We'll see what happens tonight. And yeah, we're gonna have some fun doing that. And yeah. We'll be checking with you guys later. We will see you for Space Geeks, where hopefully we'll be able to go through the Buffy the Vampire. Maybe I'll send DJ the script for the Buffy the Vampire. We'll have the AI read, give us a short form of it.
Oh yeah, that like nothing would go wrong with that.
Yeah. All right, boys. Have yourselves a good night. We'll see you next time. R.I.P. Chuck Norris, the absolute legend, and we'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, and join us. Join us in there. Like, subscribe, and look at the retro community. The links are in the description. Have a good one, guys. Bye.